Good day, sir. I am Kukimi Costello from Gibb'S Science 3. This video will talk about Gibbs' reflective cycle by Gibbs. So, Gibbs' reflective cycle is a cyclic representation that helps individual to learn through his or her experience of a specific situation or event. This reflective cycle was developed in 1988 by Gibbs. He was an American psychologist. He wrote a book, Learning by Doing, in which he published his reflective cycle model. It is called cycle because it contains 6 steps in the cycle followed clockwise. These 6 steps is description, feeling, evaluation, analysis, conclusion, and the last step is action plan. So the first step in Gibbs' reflective cycle is the description. During this step, you describe the situation, event, or activity in detail, without drawing any conclusions right away. The common questions that can help to create an objective description are: what happened? What did it happen? Where did it happen? Who were involved? What did you do yourself? What did other people do? And last, what was the result of these actions? So in description, the writer should keep in consideration that all important information should be discussed. It should be done so that the audience gets a better understanding of the event being discussed. The second step in Gibbs' reflective cycle is the feeling. In this phase, your main motive is to make the people aware of the feels and the environment of the event. It's not required to discuss these feelings in detail or to comment on them. It is all about the feelings that the event triggered as well as what someone's thought were during the event, activity, or situation described in the step. So these are the questions you must answer in the feeling phase. What did you feel leading up to the event? What did you feel during the event? What did you feel after the event? How do you look back on the situation? What do you think other people felt during the event? How do you think others feel about the event now? These questions allow the readers to understand and yours as well as other perspective on the situation. The third step in Gibbs' reflective cycle is the evaluation. In this step, the situation that you were in is being evaluated. You can also analyze the situation by evaluating the things that went well, also the things that could have been better. In this step, you ask yourself whether the experience of the event in step 1 was good or bad, which approach worked well, and in what way which approach didn't work as well. It can be difficult for people to be objective about the situation. In order to conduct a proper evaluation, the following questions may be helpful. What went well during the event or activity? Why was that? What didn't go so well? Why was that? What was your contribution? What contribution did other people make? The fourth step in Gibbs' reflective cycle is the analysis. So when we say analysis in this phase is about what you have learned from the situation, event, and activity or activity. Because of the experience, you now know what to do in the similar future situations. This means that both positive and negative things and problems you experience will be written down and analyzed individually. After all, people learn from mistakes. This analysis is often done together along with step 3. So the next step is the conclusion. In this step, you can ask yourself what was the outcome of the whole circumstances, what actions you need to take, and the skills you need to polish so that next time you can act better in such circumstances. Writing a conclusion is the difficult part as it should serve the purpose of rephrasing of the main points and summarizing the content. So there are some questions that may help you to write a conclusion. So first question is, what did I learn from this situation? How could this have been a more positive situation for everyone involved? Next is what skills do I need to develop for me to handle a situation like this better? What else could I have done? So the last step in Gibbs' reflective cycle is the action plan. In action plan, it is made for facing a similar future situation. The motive is to perform better and to mold the consequences for the betterment. If everything was fine, then you can follow the same pattern of actions in the future. So, these are the 6 steps involved in the Gibbs reflective cycle. Students can use this model for various purposes. It can also be used for writing a reflective essay. Students can follow this model along with some expert tips for writing a reflective essay. How to use the Gibbs reflective cycle? It is used in reflective writing where a real or fictional event can be described. Anyone can use this cycle and it can be used for one-time situations too. If you are committed to change yourself in a better way, you can use it. Student can use it in internship or essays completion, like how to score better marks in the next exams by analyzing their situations in the previous exams. Some colleges ask you to write about some situation or activity using this model.